Okay, I think more and more we are hearing and encountering this term, yung assistant coach with a more active role.
More active role is the new black. Uso siya ngayon.
So siya ngayon. So you have a couple of coaches who have that distinction. You have assistant coach Juno Sauler for Ginebra and assistant coach Todd Purbs for San Miguel Beer. And I think, it's stating a fact that when people watch the games on TV, especially, nakita nila yung huddle, they can see it's not the head coach who's like drawing up plays, yung kumukrokis. It's the assistant coach. Do you have any problem with that?
Ako hindi naman. I mean, honestly, when we work, even with Coach Bo sa Powerade, there would be times na he'd let Alex or Ricky Dandan, be the ones to draw plays for offense and defense. But it's also up to the assistant coach. Kasi with our team before, everybody clearly knew their roles and there was no way na they're stepping into the role of the head coach. I mean, mabait na tao naman sila. They're loyal to the head coach. Sa akin, wala naman problema eh. As long as, siguro if they clearly designate and not na, one assistant coach is talking, tas lahat sabay-sabay magsalita. But I mean, at least so far when we saw si Coach Juno drawing up the play, siya lang talaga yung wala na nagsasalita. And medyo maganda yun kasi you don't need to be shouting things at the same time sa timeout. I mean, you can talk during the game or right before you huddle up, let one voice kasi minsan nakakagulo rin yung ganun sa players eh. I don't really have a problem with that naman. As long as, although I prefer na kung yung assistant coach yung parang nag-head coach na rin. Sana siya na lang sabihin yun na, siya talaga yung head coach.
Sige, naiintindihan ko kung ba't hindi ganun kay Coach Purbs. There is a problem with what is it?
B-cap, I suppose.
Yes, sige, fine. But how come Coach Juno, why don't they just name him?
Bawal kasi
ayun yun ang magka-head.
Hindi, ganun.
Bawal sa
now it makes a lot of sense. Okay.
There's actually, yun nga, if you're a UAP head coach, you cannot coach simultaneously a PBA team.
Not even off-season?
No. You can't.
Now it makes...
Well, actually, hindi. Pwede ata. Yun. Off-season pwede.
Yun naman
Off-season
pala
pwede. But,
okay. Sa sinabi ni Charles, I think yung operative phrase there is, there are times when, hindi 100% of the time, which is what we saw in yesterday's game. Both teams. It was kind of funny to watch. I don't have a problem with it. It's just na, parang, yung mag-shota, hindi pa sila mag-shota, ayaw nila bigyan ng title. Parang,
we don't want
na bigyan ng title.
We don't want a label.
Yes.
Yeah, diba?
There you go.
Want a label.
It's kind of the same. Like, everyone knows what the deal is. But parang, hindi ko naman sinasabi na niloloko niyo yung tao, no? Pero why? Why do you have to do that? Why?
Narinig ko na kay Charles yan eh, we don't need a label.
Wow.
I-extend natin yung love problems.
Love problems.
Here, on cam, sige!
But no, naalala ko lang. Wait, naalala ko lang. Si Joel Banal before, he was coaching Ateneo, 2003. And he was coaching Talk and Text. So, nangyari, he would coach Talk and Text during the off-season ng UAP, and then pag start ng UAP, he would coach Ateneo.
Is that for sure? It wasn't like after that 2000. Kasi last year niya 2003.
No, I remember that kasi no, tama. Ano yun?
Nung nag-champion siya, right after he coached Talk and Text, then bumalik pa siya.
Yes,
I remember that also.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, hopefully I'm correct. But yun nga.
Si Magu, sayang, walang magko-correct sa'yo.
By the way, if you're looking for Magu, I'm glad you asked. Magu was supposed to be here, but then nanalo yung Lakers. They beat the Thunder. As in, binugbog nila yung Oklahoma City.
Really? I did not see
Yes!
this.
And Magu was so happy. He was so ecstatic. Naglasing! Naglasing sa tuwa. And Jody Meeks had like 60 points.
That was, I saw that. Career high.
Yeah, so tumawag sa si Magu at 4 in the morning and he goes, Kuya, wala plastado talaga ako. Hindi ko kaya mag-photo.
At 4 in the morning, 12 hours ago?
At 4 in the morning. And ako naman para, okay Magu, don't worry. Okay na. We got it. Sige na, matulog ka na dyan. Sakit ang ulo ko eh. Dami ko na inom. Okay lang.
Nagsaya pala siya.
Masyado siyang masaya ngayon. So
okay.
Anyway, going back.
If Magu was here, what would he have said? Tingin mo, I mean him having the mind that he does. Play safe yan.
Multiple choice yun.
Multiple choice.
Multiple
you know
choice.
him so well.
No, but I like what you said. Na in a way, okay, you know what? The head coach is a title, assistant coach is a title. But if it works for the team, if malinaw sa players kung sino yung susundin sa paggawa ng play, then it shouldn't be a problem for the team. Maybe it's a little confusing for the fans, But for the players,
Yes.
if they're just listening to one voice,
Exactly.
isa lang nagde-decide, everyone helps out, and then hindi magulo, then, that should work well for the team.
Yeah.
You said it right, and I was about to say, as long as they have one voice, because the fans don't see what happens in practice naman. I'm sure lahat ng coach may ginagawa naman yan kahit papaano.
That's right. Yeah.
Or maybe hindi, pero naman siguro. But so we don't really know what goes on behind the scenes. As long as everybody understands and they're all on the same page, and that's not a problem. But honestly, there are times when some teams talaga, they're not on the same page, and dun nagkakaproblema. Pero sa ngayon, okay naman.
At least for the two teams that we saw yesterday, tingin mo okay naman. No, kasi from a fan, like I am a fan of the PBA of the game. Nakaka-irita lang kasi parang feeling ko nga niloloko ako.
But
and I don't understand why.
Pero for
why that has
for
to
San
be.
Miguel, is it really Pervs doing, or Pervis? I don't know how to say it. Is it really him doing all the huddle, the timeout? Siya ba?
Well, okay, from my observations,
So, you covered the game.
Yeah,
You were
I
the
covered
one.
the San Miguel game and the Ginebra game. Yung sa San Miguel, I could see na si Coach Biboy Ravanes and si Coach Todd, they would stand at the same time. And parang, nakikita ko, from my vantage point, tulungan. Parang tulungan sila. But I think Todd is more vocal than B-Boy. I think it's also a personality
He has
thing.
a more active role.
And yes, exactly, a more vocal role. Sa Ginebra naman, I mean, it's really, really clear.
Yes.
It's Juno.
Yes.
I mean, si Coach Juno talaga. And ito lang. No? I would want to take this opportunity to say something about this whole Juno Sauler situation. I can't hold it back
Okay,
anymore.
here we go.
I need to comment about it. No? Having covered the two Ginebra games, here's my statement about Coach Juno Sauler. Coach, magtakin ka. Ang haba nung t-shirt eh. Hindi ko na matiis eh. I've been contemplating.
Very 90s ba?
Gusto ko na mag-tweet eh for the last two games. Parang, hindi ko alam eh. Baka I might get into trouble. But now, I can't help it anymore.
Galing mo rin, no? Basketball guru, love guru, fashion
I
guru.
love it.
Kasi,
Galing mo
hindi
talaga.
lahat sila yung white na Ginebra t-shirt na may kwelyo. Lahat sila nakatuck-in. Ang haba eh. Yung coach, hindi ko matindi si Coach Juno, ayaw niya mag-tuck-in. Hanggang tuhod niya yung
Bakit
t-shirt.
yung pang-distinguish sa kanya? Kasi lahat nakatuck-in sa
He
kanya.
just doesn't care. He cares about
No, it looks
At
least
ridiculous.
that's
it.
It looks
At
ridiculous.
least lahat sila
Quotable.
naka-same uniform. At least
No, nakasame nga sila. Pero yung nga, pag nakaupo, okay, ganda tignan, di ba? Pag tayo, parang hindi ko hip-hop si Coach Juno eh. Baka, secret
Baka
gangsta.
Ayaw niyo na nga ako tawaging head coach. Ako naman talagang head coach. Antak ako ng shit.
Parang differentiated naman.
And and akala ko, yung first game lang yun. He did it again
Nangyari
last
ulit
night. I'm going to have a
kahapon.
long talk with
Okay.
Hanap tayo ng picture sa Lasal. Baka ganun din
I'll
siya.
have a long talk with Coach Juno about it. Kaya wala, hindi ko na matiis eh. I have to say it.
Lala mo.
That's my strong statement about the Ginebra coaching situation. Okay, so, if walang problema sa players and walang problema sa team, then it shouldn't be a problem.
How about the fans?
Fans lang.
That is,
Well,
yeah.
Sa fans lang.
I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels
Yeah,
this.
you understand where they come
I
from.
see it on Twitter. Yun lang talaga. Speaking for the fans.
is it so bad for you as a fan na parang every time you see it, sira araw mo? Or
No naman.
is it something na parang okay lang, masasanay din ako?
Hindi mo nasisira araw niya. Unless kay Jason Kidd.
No, not naman like that. Yun lang. There's always that question in my mind of why don't you just say it how it is? You know?
At di na lang yung head coach. Bagay. Actually, mamayang dinner, I think yung french fries ko will have a more active role
There you go.
over my burger. Bakit? If it works for me,
True.
if it works for me.
Anong pake ng fans sa
Oo, kasi hindi ko
Chibog Burger?
ubusin yung burger ko kung fries lang ako. Dun sa Happy Meal ko.
Okay. Yung fries mo yung may hawak ng whiteboard. This is you.
But again, winning cures everything.
Yeah.
If these teams, they go all the way,
They're
go to
both
the
set to
final.
do well, no?
If they go all the way and they win a lot of games, then the setup will work and there will be less people who
Well
will
done.